the Ascendant Lands. Last time we left off, you guys have managed to reach Mystra City, hand in your bounty to the tune of 10,000 gold, split between your allies and yourselves, giving yourselves an 800 gold stipend to play with. You have heard about another bounty that is going out in the next day that they've told you about, but first as just as a warning, or if you wanted to find out, wanted to take part. That there is a second, but that the bounty is going out tomorrow, and it's for a grand total of 20,000 gold. If you are able to find and destroy the means of which demons are entering the material plane. They will also pay 2,500 gold for any fiendish creature capable of using the suspected method of travel, which is a teleportation circle, as it stands right now. They will provide you with a sending stone, and if all you were to do was just to go find what they're using and just to come back, they'll pay you 2,500 gold finder's fee, and they'll try and sort it out themselves somehow, or whatever. But you can definitely, if that's all you want to do, you could. They will still pay you a finder's fee if you wanted. So that's the bounty. You are in Mystra City. The city is yours to go about as you wish. What would you like to do?
Weren't we about to hustle out, or did people want to do
It's
something?
shopping, wasn't
I
it?
think we
going
said about
shopping and
shopping.
I'm gonna put it on hold. Might as well wait till we've got more gold.
Well, there is a few things we could definitely get
Mhm.
before going to possibly a demon portal.
Yeah.
Potions.
Do I need chalk or something, Matt? Oh no, I can't draw the circles myself, can I? I have to use existing ones.
No, you can cast teleportation circle. You go to existing ones.
Ah, gotcha.
So
Okay.
you draw the circle. So you need, or you can just have the gold on you and you just take it out raw.
I mean, you could, in theory, like draw if you want to take the time, draw yourself a circle, but then it's only good for that use. Like after you use it, it's gone. You have to literally cast teleportation circle at the same spot for every day for a year for it to become permanent.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't we need to go and talk to the priest?
Euphemia.
We need to
Yeah.
tell her that we're going to leave again.
We need to tell her that we're going to be late for our appointment because we're going to trudge back out into the frickin' wilderness in order to go look for demon portals.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. But we can teleport straight back to Mystra. Now.
Oh, what? You can do that now?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I just I didn't have a test and it came through fine, so I think we're good to go.
Great job! Up high!
I haven't done it on a person yet, so
Let's not worry
Hence
about that
my-
right now.
I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll send Thoradin through first.
No,
Good
we
idea.
tested with the horse. Come on, something else
Ah,
disposable.
yes.
No,
No,
we
you're
don't
right.
mind losing.
Well,
You're right,
if
Thoradin. So
if you're that
Always
if you're
disposable, though.
if you
Three of you are going to be walking to this demon circle, right? If you don't knock that off.
We don't need a horse. We can teleport.
I mean, the ultimate test here is if Krusk is that sure of it,
He should send himself through.
he'd send Sooty through.
Himself. Oh yeah.
I trust you. Krusk, I'm sure you can do it. I'll go through.
I will go through first, and if I'm
How
okay,
bad
then
could it
send
be?
Sooty through.
There's no problems with like
How will
teleportation.
we
and everything,
know?
huh?
You'll have fucked off. We won't know whether you're a red smear on the ground or not.
I'd like to think that wherever I was in the world, you would know if something happened to me because of the
Well,
long
no,
wheelchair.
that's really not how it works at all.
Mm.
We don't have a telepathic bond or anything. Speaking of, that's something else we should search into because sometimes you
handy.
fuckers, I need to
I don't want
communicate
Krusk to have a
with
telepathic bond with me, thanks.
you. We just need a way to communicate with each other, even if there's a way to maybe turn it off. I don't know if there's some kind of rings.
That would
or-
be super handy,
or
actually.
like
We
a
could
hat.
get sending stones that go from one of us to the other.
No, but
Not
the-
use them
sending
You
very
have
Telepathy
to
would be
say it
better,
out loud. I'm
actually.
thinking
Yes,
something in
Krusk,
combat
but I'm not having a
situation.
telepathic connection with you.
Wow, that's rude.
Think of it this way, Nadia. If we're in a situation like we were with the Eriniers, and I'm having to use Krusk as a go-between to whisper everything to everyone. It's a little bit rubbish, but if we just had a telepathic bond, and on top
Pretty
of that,
certain I just can't turn it off. I'm not having Krusk in my head for the rest of my life, and I don't think he wants me in his either.
that's
Hey, I
what
don't
I'm
mind.
saying. If we
I'd
get
be happy to
something
have
we
you
can
guys in
just
my head.
take off, put back on, anything like that.
Yeah,
But
not
here
that I
is
mind.
probably one of the best places to find something like that.
Not that I mind casting message, but it can get quite tiring when I'm
Yeah, no
rapid
offense,
firing them
Krusk,
off.
but I really don't want you to be my main go-between when I need to communicate with everyone. It's I'm going to be honest. It's exhausting. It's exhausting, Krusk.
I'm gonna cast message on Nadia and just be like, Psst, hey.
Oh my.
That!
See now, this is why you don't want Krusk to be the one constantly having to message you, do you?
No, I really don't.
I'm just gonna cast message at random points from now on.
Krusk, I swear to fuck, if you keep this up, I will strangle you.
Also, by the way, on a side note, a ring that would 5 rings that would do such a thing sounds like it'd be quite expensive.
Well, yeah, no, but
Also,
we
you
can.
need to attune yourself to things, and I've got lots of things I'm attuned to.
I'm thinking if we can find something that doesn't require attunement, maybe the connection is between the rings, not us.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Or maybe
I
one
mean, give
person
it a
can
shot.
attune to them or something. It's
I
worth a
don't
shot.
know.
We can go ask in the marketplace.
I don't know how magic works. This is just a magical place. I figure this is the best place to look.
There's no harm in
I
asking.
still have objections to Krusk having a telepathic connection with me, given what he's currently using his message spells for.
I mean, I can
Nadia,
already do that, so.
Nadia, he's never going to stop having the capability to message you. But the difference
He'll
is
eventually run out of spells.
Actually, I can't run out of
not
messages.
this one.
Oh.
It's an infinite.
Oh my god.
So
Spam.
here's my suggestion for us to have an ability to communicate with you telepathically too, so that we can talk straight to you rather than having to go through Krusk.
4 of you in my head is not better than only having 1 of you.
I'm working really
Depends.
hard not to take this personally, by the way. I thought you'd be happy to have me in your head.
Krusk,
Not
no.
anyone in my head. You're just the one being insistent about it.
I mean, we can ask. It could prove useful.
It's just worth looking around, I think. Because, sometimes I'm trying to think of how I can easily communicate, and while you're all really good at the Drow hand signals that I taught you, it doesn't exactly give you a full vocabulary.
Hmm.
It's a good idea. Yeah, save a lot of time in combat.
Yeah, we can ask Mark.
I
Not
don't
even
know
combat,
how
we
well
might,
it'll work.
someone might get captured or split up from us. As
Well,
long as
there's
they've got the
some
ring, they can talk.
situations where perhaps we might want to communicate very silently while we're in discussion with other people.
Yep, it's a good idea.
We can see what they have to offer. I
Although
personally,
we're gonna have to be careful about that one because long awkward pause while we all have a silent discussion isn't really much better than just having a discussion out loud.
Well, yeah, we have to be cautious about it, I'm just saying.
we're not all-
Rather than Krusk whispering to people as we go through is just not quite as...
Yeah.
I mean, there's ways to do it. We're not always all talking at the same time, Well, other people are talking, Some of us can speak to them and our responses in their head or our concerns or anything we've noticed and so on and so forth.
We
I-
just have to think about it.
I would also personally like to get a shield because, I have a spare hand,
There you
And
go.
after the last our last encounter, if we do encounter more enemies like that who will specifically target me, extra bit.
They're not stupid.
Mm-hmm. They're not. Yes, exactly. I probably should get a bit of extra protection.
You know what might be
Yeah,
useful for you, Talari? I've heard stories
Oh,
that you can get shields which fold out into sort of barricades, and you can use them as cover.
that sounds expensive.
Out of character, I have a vague memory there's like an uncommon item which does it, but it might be Griffin's saddlebag. I'm not sure if it's official.
I don't think.
I think it is Griffin Saddlebag.
it is
Yeah.
Griffin's
okay.
saddlebag.
Okay. It's
I know the
literally
one you
called like
mean.
barricade shield, yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
Okay.
I think you put it in Strahd.
Ah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
okay.
we used to get Scanloth.
Ah, Okay.
All right.
Well, I mean,
You need
if
something
like
like
that
my
exists.
shield, but that'd probably be pretty expensive, to be fair.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, I was just thinking of a
A
simple,
regular shield will do. You'll
Just
have
an-
something.
yeah, normal shield, maybe magically
You
enhanced
wear-
somewhat.
I mean, armor would also be good for you. Can you wear armor? Can you do that?
I mean, yes, I could. You know, Kellenvor has infused me with enough power to be able to. I mean, in theory, I could wear our Krusk's armor if I so chose.
Don't know about that.
Fit.
Pretty heavy.
I'm
You
gonna
know.
look at Krusk and look at Talari.
Obviously,
Look
not
at
his
Krusk.
size, not his
Look at
physical,
Talari.
not his actual armor, but plate armor I could wear. Not Krusk's because the size difference, obviously.
Because it's cross
Oh,
armor,
I
yeah.
just I didn't.
No,
Well,
no,
actually,
Talari, I wear the plate armor. You have
his
to wear robes.
yeah, but his armor's magical, isn't it? Wouldn't it just kind of shrink to form?
I thought yours was plate. I'm pretty
It's
sure.
just plate. No, it's just plate armor. Yeah.
See, my
Oh, I
arm,
thought
my
you got like a +1.
I don't think so. My shield is special. My armor isn't. I don't think.
That might be it. My bad.
I mean, my robes are actually are magically enhanced. My own magical ability, increases their capability. I tell
What was
you,
armor?
my robes, I had them specially made
Hmm.
back in
Oh.
Azuth. They are. Remember when they changed color, so on and so
Yeah, I
forth.
know they changed colour.
But also my magical ability feeds back into them, and it makes them tougher.
That's handy.
Oh.
We can actually go to a zoo right now if you like.
Kind
I
of
can
like
teleport there.
my dress is all shimmery.
Sort of, yeah.
That's
I mean,
vibrates.
this is probably going to be easier to explain OC. Basically,
Where's
the
my
Yeah, but
modifier?
it's funny listening to you trying
I
to
know I'm
explain
trying really
I
hard,
like
but
Ozzy.
rather than going through the roundabout,
So
because
the
I'll be.
idea that its armor is enough.
But basically, it's I get a 30. It's a 13 AC base plus my spell ability modifier. So my AC is actually Talari's AC is 17,
Not bad.
Pretty good.
and I'm planning to get her a shield +1, which will bring her up to 20.
Nice. Wow. Thank you. I guess clerics
That's cool.
actually are tanky.
Clerics are
Clerics
tanky. Like the,
Clerics aren't as squishy as they look.
yeah, like clerics are in theory are supposed to be like plate armor, shield, mace, smacking dudes.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
technically, but
Asifa was a cleric, wasn't he? So yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah,
Yes, he is.
yeah. But Talari's obviously not built that way. But yeah.
Yeah. Should we go to the market then? It sounds like there is a lot of stuff we can.
Yeah,
go
well,
and have a look at.
we can at least shop around, so maybe when
Kira's
we
idea
come
of
back, we
getting
have
some
an
potions
idea.
is also
may-
like not a bad one.
It may also be
mean-
worth if we can find anything to combat either defensively against demons or against demons. I mean, it's pretty much safe to say we are going to be fighting fiends or demons in the next near future, if not
Potion
imminently, but
fire
also long
resistance?
term.
Also,
Think
if we're going to hell, potions of fire resistance. I mean, I'm hoping we
Why are
don't
we
end up
going
in
to hell?
hell. Well, we're going to a portal to hell, or kind of like a teleportation circle to hell, so you never know. I just want to be sure.
Plus, future planning for whenever we do go eventually kick Bane in the rear end.
Well, we might be able to
Bane's a
get
god, he doesn't
evidence,
live in the hells,
so we don't have to do that.
But he lives there, doesn't he?
does he?
No,
No?
don't think so.
Oh.
He
Mean-
lives in Elysium?
No, they live in the domain.
Well, his own domain. He lives in his own domain. Come on, Talari, you're a cleric now. Work on your religion.
As I said before, neutral god doesn't really,
Right.
Yeah,
but
I
they can still
and
have
and
religion,
and
we
even
don't
even
talk
then
about
even
it.
then the god I follow lives at a constant of everybody dies. Doesn't have
What's
to be
that
more
got to do with who lives where?
because it's not complicated. Doesn't matter where they live, they are going to die eventually
Yeah, but where does he live?
somewhere.
Domain of death.
Yeah, well, yeah, imagine, yeah. So it doesn't matter.
Well, surely it does matter.
Why would it?
Well, if he's got to go around fetching dead people.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. He just kind of balances the books
He-
on who is dead and who isn't dead.
It's oh my god, Merkel. It's Merkel that actually sends them to him.
If
Yeah, that's the
Krusk
fucking problem,
remembered,
isn't it?
Yes, that's a whole
he'd be able
separate
to
issue.
tell us exactly what it would look like.
So.
If
He's
Krusk
just
remembered.
got like a big accounting room somewhere where it just notes down everyone who's dead. Yeah.
He's basically the sorting officer. That just says, right, you go up there, you go down there,
Tickets,
Sounds like
please.
basically. What's that guy in Dragon Ball? King? Is it? No. Oh, there's a
Haven't
guy in
seen it.
Dragon Ball that's like that. Can't remember his name now. But yeah, that's what Cannonball does. He just tells you whether you're going into heaven or hell, basically. Once Merkel's ferried them to him.
Merkel delivers them and he stamps them and sends them off.
Yeah, you be naughty or nice, basically.
Sweet Santa, basically.
Basically, yeah, but no.
Hold your hand out and you
Yeah,
get
the only
stabbed.
the only present is death. You know. So
Okay, well the point
Morbid.
is, I need potions. I have one healing potion. That's it.
oh, yes, you may
Really?
want.
I have
One
uh,
healing potion.
I have 4.
Why are you collecting them? This is insane. Why do you have 4? Couldn't give it a little out?
Case
Jesus.
Talari gets stabbed
I mean,
again, I would
gods.
guess.
Fly's been doing quite a good job of patching me up. I haven't needed to use them.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, the point is, I would like to get at least one more potion of healing, or at least look into it. But it might be worth getting potions of fire resistance if we're fighting demons, maybe.
Yep. Makes sense.
The
I mean,
last
if I could,
two had a load of frickin' lightning.
That's true, but Thoradin's got us covered for that, from what I saw.
also that was Major still technically. I don't know if he's actually still after me or not. Or if he's given up now, but
Oh, John, wasn't it?
Shit, yeah!
I
That
was thinking
guy's
about him the
after
other day. Yeah, I
you.
was like, I don't know if he's how serious he is about sticking to his plan.
Well, if he jumps out on you here, he's gonna have several of your really annoyed friends to deal with. So you
That's
know
true.
it can be worse.
Maybe you're
Well,
low down the list, Krusk. Not actually a threat.
It's fine by me.
Maybe it got called off.
Maybe.
Maybe
did-
they've gone off that way looking for us on the trail. Oh, we've crossed back
Do you
with
know
them.
what's even
Maybe they
better
got
about
eaten
this?
by gnolls.
Because if that isn't the case, but they are following our trail, and we go out to a teleportation circle that we're going to destroy, and then you're going to just pop us here, then they'll have no idea where we went.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, maybe we'll just end up using him. All right, marketplace.
Marketplace. Let's buy some shit.
Cool.
I'm trying to remember what the
Marketplace.
price ranges are for stuff. Rare is like starts at 40 or 4,000 or something, doesn't it?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So
And if I can find my thing.
I'd also like to say I have no idea how much money I have Thoradin, so
A common item base price is 100 gold. Uncommon starts at 400. Rare items start at 4,000, and very rare start at 40,000. Legendary items start at 200,000.
so yeah, uncommon is still only really in my
well, that's not bad.
price
It's not-
range.
Not
I go
cheap.
shopping for armor actually. Then while we're here, why not?
I think I'm good. I got my pants, got my gloves. Thoradin's rocking.
Yeah, you've got your axe. You don't really need.
I do enough damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
AC 17.
The only thing,
Maybe-
Sorry, you carry on.
I was gonna say wing boots are probably the only thing I'm
Mm.
tempted to buy.
Yes.
I'm just looking for like Krusk. One thing on here that could potentially be useful is adamantium armor.
was
Sorry,
thinking that,
adamantine. Sorry,
yeah.
not adamantium. That's something else.
Stops nat 20s, right?
Yeah, stops crits. Yeah.
Okay.
The only other
how mu-
thing the only other uncommon heavy armor on here is mithril armor, but I don't think that's going to be any use to you.
What's the benefit of? Mithril?
You don't get disadvantage on your stealth,
Oh no, I don't.
which
I don't
is
care about
pointless, really. But yeah, adamantine is the only other uncommon heavy armor.
that. Okay. It is.
Because everything else is like, oh, no, that one's all heavy. What's on here? No, that one gives you swim speed, and you can. No,
No.
no.
Mariner.
Yeah, the mariner one. Yeah.
I'm not even sure Krusk can swim already, so it's fine.
This is
I don't
bear in
know.
mind, this is just uncommon, by the way, like uncommon and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I didn't bother with anything else.
Get an armor of gleaming, just never gets dirty.
Well, that would go very well with your billowing
Like
cape.
That would
billowing.
go nicely with the cape. Yeah.
It does billow very automatically. I mean, you could get cast off armor,
yeah.
Ah.
which strips off in an action.
Yeah, so
Does
you
it
are the
come-
you are the
Does it
Bruce
come back on?
Almighty. You are the Bruce Almighty thing where he just goes, "Phush," you know.
Does it come back? Does it come back on in action though? Or is it only
No.
off? It would be more useful the other way around, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know,
If you got heat metalled, you were pretty stuck in that armor.
well, that's
That's true,
ominous.
and
That's very, very true.
Let's,
Next
let's,
person's not going to be using it.
let's just say it was a very obvious thing I could have had the Iconloth do in the previous fight before I chose Chain Lightning.
That's true. I didn't think about that actually.
You got smouldering armor. Well, wisps of harmless smoke come out as you wear it. Harmless, yeah, completely harmless. Odorless
What
as
are
well.
these random
It just-
armor sets?
It's just smoke that just comes out of your armor randomly.
That's the drama.
Yeah, exactly.
And you are for the drama.
Well, that's it. You got a
You are
billowing.
the
You got a
drama.
self-billowing cape.
No, that is true. Yeah, I can't say anything. It's
Oh.
funny because I just googled smoldering armor, and one of the results is magic items that are useless, and then someone's written, "I like the smoldering armor."
That's pretty much Krusk's. That's a story of Krusk, really, isn't it? I don't like this. I love it.
I still have that that mystery key.
Oh yeah,
Not easy to get.
Talari's got one
We've
as well for some reason. I
We've,
don't know.
we've actually not found any locked things to try it on.
No. Yeah, I'm trying to, because you don't want a magical weapon.
I'm thinking adamantine armor would be most useful, probably. and you
Sorry,
can do
what
like
was
+1,
the
+2.
starting bracket for rare?
Rare is a number that I can.
4,000.
recall. It's 4,000.
4,000 for rare.
Yeah.
Shit.
And bear in mind, uncommon goes up to that, so it's 400 to 4,000, depending
How
on
much did we get last session?
800.
800, and was it 50?
And 50, yeah, because you're guards for the.
Yeah, I kept the 50 in my pocket. I'll put the 800 back
Yeah,
in.
like
That's
Talari's
really
only got
annoying.
like 2,000 to her name. Like, there's not enough there to.
You've got more than me, so.
Really annoying. There's a potion of fire breathing, but I'd love it to be a different damage type. It'd be really
A
fun.
fire Oh, right.
Fire breath.
Yeah, I got that, but my immediate thought was the potion of water breathing, and like to breathe in
would be
fire,
cool.
and it was like it could not work out. What the...
You can breathe in
That's
fire.
pretty useful.
You're on fire, but you can breathe.
But you can breathe.
Yeah.
It could be pretty useful.
Oh, yeah.
Breathing in a fiery environment. It's very difficult.
Oh yeah, yeah. Ask any firefighter. You know, it's hard to breathe.
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
you know.
you'll throw your lungs or die of smoke inhalation. So you
But-
know, a potion of fire breathing isn't as daft as it
Mm.
first sounds,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's actually what it means.
I mean, the potion of resistance is a fairly good shout. Like, you get a resistance to one type of damage for an hour. Like, that's still pretty decent with it, no matter what it, because it's the DM picks the type, determines it randomly, apparently. But yeah, certainly an option.
You can get like uncommon. We could get a couple of things here for like resistances. I mean, what I'm thinking of like kitting out the barbarians with resistances they might not usually have.
Yeah, because they only take damage from like magical stuff, really.
Well, the thing we got the thing we mainly fought was poison, so it might be worth getting poison resistance.
Mm.
This does assume we have enough warning
Yeah.
to use the potion.
I mean, it's
Well,
only an
unless
action
we
to
could
drink
just
them,
get
so it's not
something like-
too bad. But
My question is something more like antidote to like cure poison immediately.
I think
Anything
Talari
like
can
that?
cure.
That's a good
I
idea.
can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, but she can, but having her be the only body who can do
Yeah.
that is not necessarily the best idea.
They
True,
re-
but I mean, how many times
She's
have we
not
been
fucking
poisoned?
invincible.
How many times have we been poisoned up to now? I think you'd be better off getting a damage resistance.
Okay, then fire resistance or poison resistance and something that they last an hour, so we could get one of each for
Yep.
both barbarians.
Depends how much it is. I mean, they're starting at 400, right?
Yeah, I've got 900.
So that's only
I can
two.
do two.
It's only 2 potions, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm only thinking about the barbarians who are up front.
Mm.
I think fire's a good shout, and then you said poison.
I'm
Poison's not
already fire
super
resistant, and I'm already immune to poison.
I'm thinking, yeah, for the other two. Poison's pretty unusual. Not many things do poison damage.
When Nadia just does that little whisper, I just say, "Praise Bahamut."
The demons
Well-
do. Fire.
I mean, they
Yeah,
can.
I'm resistant to
Shit.
poison.
We can stand here and have this debate all day because so far we've like come up against some dragons with some ice and these demons with their poison and some things with some fire and magic shit in general.
I can give everyone resistance to cold, lightning, and fire with my storm aura.
Necrotic might be a good
All
one
at the same
to get
time.
a potion against.
No, only one of them. I have to pick them after a long rest.
Mm.
So right now it's lightning because I'm the sea aura.
Can you
Just-
choose to change it? Because
Yeah.
fire might be a good shout.
Well, it's only those 3 though that you get to choose from.
Yeah,
Still.
it's one of the 3.
Still, if you can give us fire resistance against
Yeah.
demons, that sounds smart. Although your lightning resistance really helped.
Yeah, the
Nadia
last set
and
of demons we
Krusk
fought was
last
poison
time.
and lightning rather than fire at all.
I can actually be immune to fire now, so I don't really need.
Have you looked into a dragonhide belt for Turi? You get an extra.
No.
You get your your DC on your key features get increased.
Hold
That
the
would
fucking
actually be
phone. What?
really useful.
Dragonhide belt. It's called.
Wearing it, you gain +1 bonus to the saving throw DCs of your key features, sexy, and in addition, when you use an action to regain key points equal to. Oh no! Wait, you can. In addition, you can use an action to regain key points equal to your roll or your martial arts die.
And it's a belt, so obviously that doesn't take up any other place.
Matt, where can I buy this thing?
Why does it vary in rarity there?
I think
Well, there's a +1, so I imagine it's the
it
amount
doesn't-
it
yeah.
bonuses to your DC.
Right.
So there's a
Okay.
+1, there's a +2, and there's a +3. I think I'll be happy with the well, I can afford the +1,
Well.
maybe.
Well. Well, you can certainly uncommon. You should be able to afford. I'd say I agree. What else you could afford afterwards? Who knows?
I do that thing that young girls do with their dads, and I drag Thoradin shopping.
No, you did this last time. You've done this before, man. Thoradin will probably buy it though.
About to say he'll
He's
be
got a soft spot.
protesting, but he'll go along with it.
You
Like,
literally
no,
told me
Tyrith
what
don't
my
want to go
money is.
shopping without like
Yeah,
slowing
yeah.
down.
Look, this is the deal. You own my money. This is what happens. When I'm not using it, you use it. When I need it, you give it.
Whatever you need, Terry.
Dangerous thing to declare.
That will keep you alive.
Okay, so Turi sprints off, dragging Thoradin behind her.
Nadia definitely isn't going to sprint, but she's absolutely going to follow. She thinks this is hilarious, and B, she wants a better ranged weapon. Those javelins are a bit shit, really.
What you want is like a weapon that will come back to you after you throw it.
Boomerang.
Well,
I was
or
just
just
gonna
magically.
have a longbow actually because
I
I've
was
got
gonna-
decent
I was-
range on
Well,
them.
you could use my longbow.
I could use your longbow, Tiri, if I wanted to
Mhm.
only draw it halfway.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Because your longbow, I can only do this with. Because that, for you, is doing this.
I'm short. I get it.
You're tiny.
Hit me where it hurts. Why don't you?
You've won every single one of our sparring matches.
Okay.
bar, like, 3.
Okay.
So you can shut up.
Fine. Now, Thoradin, I've heard about this Dragonhide belt. I'm going to go buy it.
If you can find one.
Would Bahamut really like that? Showing up with a piece of him.
I'm sure it'll be made of chromatic scales. It'll be okay.
Okay. Yeah,
It's alright if they're
nice.
evil dragons.
They're ethically sourced for it.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
You can check, you know.
It could have been a mercenary like me just getting it off.
I'm just gonna look up and just be like, yeah, it's okay, right? Yeah, we're good, right? It's okay, right?
Imagine you just get a face like, no.
Not okay.
Come on, man. This is really good quality stuff.
No, it's all allowable under Bahamut. As long as you use it to further pursue your pilgrimage, as long as you get to finish your pilgrimage, that's all that Bahamut really
I
matters
will
about.
be using this to extend the pilgrimage.
We'll start with the Dragonhide belt. There is a vendor who does have a selection of very pretty Dragonhide belts, starting from the best and brightest as the starting at 40,000 gold, going down to about 6,000 gold for a not as shiny one, but still looks like maybe you think that the scales are from like an adult dragon rather than like an ancient dragon. And the last and the one you think is in your affordable range is from what you suspect to be like a young adult dragon or like a juvenile. So because you can actually recalling back to when Thoradin took the heads off and took his scales for his dragon, his dragon scales. They're similar size, with just a bit small, a bit like very juvenile scales.
It's going to be
Could
an
have been
overly long look at Thoradin, just like, oh, it's okay, it's fine. I'm not massacring anything. I'm just buying a belt. Just buying.
Yeah, so you can certainly get this for a cool 800 gold. You can haggle if you wanted to, though.
Hello.
Aha!
These are some fine wares you have.
Thank you kindly.
Must ask, what is your name?
Jacobson. Pleasure to be of service.
Nice to meet you. This is a really lovely store. Do you get a lot of people in around this time of day?
Oh, some come, some go. It's the way of life.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. How did you attain such marvelous dragon belts?
You want to make them for yourself?
I would not want to overstep the boundaries of my capabilities. I am not any good at sewing or making of items.
Let's just say I know a guy. They were able to procure me the materials I require, and then I hand them off to my supplier. They make my glorious wares, and I sell them for a price,
Oh, that's
as
nice.
does all merchants do.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. So how much is this kind of worn away one, little smaller on the scales? How much is that? What, like 600?
Six? Well, you sure can't read comp. It says on the price tag 800 gold.
Oh, sorry. It's not my first language.
That's a
Um,
double O, not a lupin line.
oh, I get what you mean. It just seems a little bit worn and a little bit tiny on the scale. Like these ones, I get it, because look at them. They're huge scales and really, they've got a lot of. But I've recently just been insulted on how small I am. So small scales. Could you let them go for 700?
I could if I liked you.
I was not insulting you.
That's fine. That's not a problem. I'm just talking with this friendly gentleman,
Jacobson.
Jacobson. Very nice to meet you. Well, you could like me. We could have a good chat, go for a drink, have some dinner.
You paying?
I mean, I could pay.
You're gonna pay for dinner. The entire bill.
Depends on what you're having.
You're adding conditions to this now.
Okay, 800, and then we don't speak anymore.
Sure. Pleasure service. Here you go.
Thank you very
Enjoy,
much.
pick a color, any color. It's all
Ooh,
yours.
do I actually get a pick of colors?
Yeah. Could be whatever color Dragonhide scale you wish.
Blue.
Blue it is.
Blue scales, 100%. Go with my dress.
Yeah, goes very prettily. Every now and again, you just feel like the static is still somehow in the scales.
Okay. Pretty
Not
right.
enough, not enough to give you a shock, but every now and again, it's
It's
like,
just there's a little buzz.
yeah, it's like it's a bit like the magic. It's still like
Just gonna be like,
working around.
Thoradin, pay the man.
Could have haggled a bit. I mean, come on.
I'm not very good at this, to be honest. I try my best, but need to work on my persuasion, so to speak.
Okay. I'll pay him the 800.
Here it is. Well, have a pleasant day.
Thank you very much. You've been wonderfully charming.
and it's okay. So we'll head to Nadia. What do you?
Nadia's wandered off while Tiri was attempting to haggle and is looking for weapons.
Okay, there are loads of weapon vendors up and down Smith's Alley. What kind of weapon are you looking for? A bow?
She wants a bow. She's also, I don't know. I see how much she'd actually know about the various things we talked about OC. I know what she wants. Would she know what she wants? She
A
wants a
magic
weapon of
one?
warning. She wants a magic bow, but she also
Yes.
wants a weapon of warning because she wants to send
Yeah.
it to Nathaniel, doesn't she?
Yeah, that you can. Yeah, definitely be aware of magic weapons and
The
stuff.
idea that it exists, yes. But those are the two things she's looking for. How aware she's of the
Okay.
exact name, I don't know.
You can have a +1 longbow for the grand price of 600 gold, which is kind price.
Is that like high, low, medium?
It's about average. You can certainly try and haggle it down if you wanted to.
She can never be bothered.
It's a magic. You're in a city of magic, and so getting a magical weapon is quite while
It's
uncommon in other areas, is quite common in this city specifically, and so it's generally price averages out between vendors.
Yeah, fair enough.
A
Possibly
weapon of
cheaper here
warning,
than it might be somewhere else. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. A weapon of warning is a specific weapon type you want. The
Dagger.
dagger, yeah. Dagger weapon of warning will cost you around the same amount, around 650 gold.
Yeah, seems a bit. She'll take her time, like picking one. Like she'll pick up the various bits and test them, like for balance and draw weight and all the other things you do when you're buying a weapon. And
Roll me
probably just like
intimidation.
wander up and down Smith's Alley, like looking at the different bits, then pick whichever one she likes the best.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Intimidation. Absolutely. Hang on. I moved to a more comfortable seat and I left my dice all the way over here. I love how Nadia only really rolls intimidation when she's not actually trying to be scary. Intimidation.
Sometimes that's the most scariest for people.
And that is a 19 in total.
Okay. If you were to buy it from the same place,
Mhm.
you can probably get both for 1100 gold rather than the 1250 it would be separate.
Are there two that she thinks are good at the same place? Because she was quite happy to buy them from the same place as long as they're good enough quality. That's the important part here.
You dare besmirch my wares? How dare you? They're fine craft quality weapons. Perfect in every way.
Yeah, but Matt, OC, are they? That's
Yes.
like that's like an OC question of like she is a warrior. She knows what a good weapon looks like. Oh, this is a good weapon.
These are good weapons. Like again, it's the because they are magic. Like in a magical city, you're less likely to have just of the one or two magic crafters in the whole city, and so it's like the demands of the of everyone else requires you to be good enough.
There's more
Otherwise,
competition, that kind of thing. Yeah.
precisely. So it's like capitalism, but everything averages out. That's what the
Yeah.
pretend capitalism says. Yeah, you can if you get in the same place with your like intimidating presence around them, you can get both for 1,100 gold, 1,100. Is that everything you wish to try and buy?
She's probably going to get a bunch of other stuff that she thinks her brother would like, so that she can send him things.
Okay. Probably another say 10 golds. You're able to get yourself like arrows for the bow and like other like provisions and like the actual cost of of postage
So
to
yeah, the bank will
well.
post things for you, won't
Mm.
it?
Yeah, 10 gold will sort you out for the rest of
Right.
things that you need for him.
The only other thing she specifically wants to get is a small earthenware jar with a lid, like a cork.
Cool.
I'm assuming that can be included in the 10 gold, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay. Krusk.
Do I need to note arrows on there, or do you just assume I have arrows?
You can just put it in your equipment just as a reminder. But we don't track ammunition.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no tracking. I got like 20 arrows. If you fancy having them,
As long as they're on your person, that's fine. Krusk.
Get arrows of walloping. I
you
love
can
it.
you can get special arrows. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Hass said he was
You
gonna
still
be
sit
okay
around?
with it.
Is he
Turi,
gone?
after buying this, will just quickly say to Thoradin, "Okay, thanks for that. I'll see you later." And then she's just gonna dash off.
Wow. Use me and then lose me.
And Matt, you know where I'm going. I'm gonna get my things.
Yes. I made a list of things that I think you'll like.
Yes. Pumped.
Okay. Krusk.
Yep.
You're looking for adamantine weapons.
I
Oh, I
wanna
thought
s-
armor. Adamantine armor.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, either they
Um,
can enhance my existing one, or if they've just got like a set, I can swap it out.
You can get a set of. So you look for plate
Yep.
adamantine armor.
Mhm.
So with the crit stuff, a 20 will still hit you.
Mhm.
A natural 20 will still, because that's probably the only way it'll hit you. A natural 20 will still hit you, but obviously it won't do the critical hit damage. It'll just be the average,
Okay.
the
Yep.
normal roll.
That's fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the what you get with adamantine armor.
Okay.
So that is definitely available. So it's you basically if you trade in your current armor, you could basically you can do a swap, so you don't have to pay for the armor cost
Okay. Mhm.
on top of getting adamantine armor.
Nice. Yeah. I'll do that.
But adamantine armor does look to come at a cost of around 3,000 gold.
Yeah, it's too much for me at the moment. Thoradin, have you got?
Please.
You want to give me a small loan of 2,000 gold?
2k.
I can. I can pay you
soon.
back once we get paid.
Nah, ain't happening. I ain't giving you 2k, boy.
Thoradin,
That's a big loan.
I need you, bro. I'll give you 10k back.
Sorry, what? How are you gonna give me 10k?
Oh wait, how much? Sorry, we're getting paid 20k total, is it, for the bounty? Okay. How many of us are there? 5. So
We're
we
only
get
getting
4K
800 each.
I will give you 4k. Wait, we're not getting 4k each, right, for the bounty?
4k each, yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you 4k back, Thoradin. It's for the good of the JC, and you make a profit.
Oh, okay.
What's not to love?
Yeah, I forgot we're getting that much.
Yeah.
For the armor. Okay.
Yeah. Just a small business
Um,
loan.
Okay. I want it transferred as soon as we get that 4k in though.
Of course, of course. In fact, Thoradin, you can even when we claim it,
Yeah,
you
I'll
can
be
tell
there.
them to do it straight
Yeah,
to your account.
I'll be
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'm gonna oversee that transaction.
I'm a man of my word,
Okay.
Thoradin.
He spits on his hand for the handshake.
I'll just shake. I won't spill, man.
Come on. Alright.
Awesome. What a great guy. Okay, so I'll put in 1,000 of my gold and 2,000 of Thoradin's.
I do actually have it on me as well.
Damn. Okay, I have to transfer mine from the bank, but yeah, I've minus that.
That's absolutely fine. So, give them about an hour. They'll be able to basically they take your measurements, and in about an hour they'll be able to basically have it for you to fit.
Awesome.
Is that something? Anything else?
No, that's pretty much wiped me out to be honest in terms of cash. So that'll
Cool.
do.
Talari, are you on the look for shields?
So I think it'll probably end up just being like a shield +1 or something. Like I don't.
Shield +1 is around 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I don't think she would even try to haggle unless someone tries to haggle for her. Because she's not good at that kind of thing. But she will.
So
Hey.
try if you want.
I don't think she would. She will
That's fair.
pay the 1,000.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. So you get your shield +1. Do you want tower, round,
Probably.
like square, short shield, like a little
Yeah.
buckler shield?
I imagine like a little
Kind of
round, like oval.
It's a normal.
Yeah, kind of thing. Because again, she's only got 9 strength, even though technically she can wield this stuff. So, I can't imagine she'd want anything too bulky or heavy.
That's fine. But yeah, you can
Cool.
certainly purchase that with your hard-earned money. Is there any? So Thoradin, what would you like to look to buy, or are you not on the hunt for anything?
Not sure if I can now. No. Can I price up winged boots and see what they would
Winged
price
boots.
up?
Winged boots come at around 500 gold.
Okay. Is there any variety there? I guess you can't get unless you go to a higher rarity.
Of winged boots.
Yeah.
Don't think there is high rarity. Of winged boots.
There isn't. Wing boots are just the
They're just uncommon.
yeah,
Alright. 500's fine.
hella useful.
I will try and haggle a bit.
Okay.
So as I go into the shop, I'm just going to inspect the shoes and see if there's any markings. What do they look like? So I just want to get up a picture.
Yeah. Try and find it as well.
They're in Turi's token if you want to. Like I tried to design them after the actual boot.
Yeah, what is the feather made out of? Is it like
It's
iron?
literal
Or is it
feathers.
an actual
So
feather?
like
Okay.
it starts as like stitching and then it actually extends out into
Okay.
actual wings.
Gotcha. Yeah, Thoradin is going to be inspecting the stitching and the feathers for any discrepancies, any problems.
Just
Is there anything?
roll an investigation.
Okay.
Thoradin's the person that goes into like any shop with a little pin, just unhooks something and says, there's a blemish. Can I get it at a discount?
You've given me an idea now. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, gosh. I can't that one. Oh.
Ooh.
Sorry, they're spotless, right?
I mean, they look pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah.
You can certainly look around at the different wing boots, but apart from a few different colour changes here or there, they're all pretty. They're, I mean, they look like wing boots. They look like they could be worth around 500 gold.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. In that case, with that one, he's gonna. Yeah, I'll try and like pick out the most pristine ones.
Best
I
ones.
think I'm not sure what like his colorway is. I think it's black. I think he's got black gloves.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
like diamond or something like on them, so they look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got like diamond encrusted, so
Shimmering
he looks
gloves,
like
yeah,
freaking
yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll probably go with like black boots.
Black
Something,
boots.
Yeah.
He's a stylish man, is Thoradin.
You
Yeah.
got an aesthetic. You gotta keep to.
Exactly.
But yeah, they call this the stealth design, where it's like black
Nice.
boots, black wings.
The idea that they've all got pretentious names. It's like stealth, and that's the black one, and then there's like bold, and that's like a red one, or like
It's got racing red or whatever as well. You can imagine.
It's got stripes on it.
Like they
Yeah.
can't just say
Nice.
winged boots black, green, red. No, there's winged
Yeah.
there's winged boots stealth, there's winged boots
Yeah.
nature or something.
Yes,
The
100%.
image of the Nike
Yes.
tick as what starts the winged boots. It's the Nike tick and then wings. That's what it is.
But yeah, 100%. That could be either. Yeah, you have wing boots. They do require attunement as well, but I think you're fine for attunement things.
Justin, did I have to attune to the greatsword?
Don't think.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's Tom's
yeah,
going to, yeah.
yeah, you do. But you got a third slot 3, so that's fine.
Okay, that's my last slot because I got
Yeah.
the ring as well.
Mm. Yeah, well, it's the Luckstone, yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah, so that'd be your third thing. That's absolutely fine.
500 out of the bank.
If you did have spare coin, you could also follow in Nadia's footsteps and get a different type of ranged weapon that's +1. Because then that'll be count as magical damage for when you're dealing with creatures that are resistant to anything other than magical damage. A weapon would cost you around 600 gold. Again, potential hackling there
I'd probably get it once we got paid.
when you come back. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, do you have the stats of the weapon? Yeah, I'll probably get it once we've been paid.
Don't forget
Yeah.
you can fly to your enemies now.
That's true.
Yeah.
You better fly. So you that actually might not be an issue anymore. Actually, it's true.
How much? 4 hours.
Yeah, no, I haven't had to worry about it at all.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably going to end up doing it in combat. Like 4 hours in
long as
combat is
you-
forever.
Yeah, as long as you walk around and rest them from flying for
Yeah.
12 hours, they regain 2 hours back. So a long rest and then a little bit of ground walking time, you gain it back. It's only
Okay.
it only gets itchy if there's like long journey times where you need to be flying for the entire time, which is fairly unlikely.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll probably leave the weapon then. Is it in combat? Can I just fly? There's no like action I need to take.
Nope.
I can just fly.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
You have a flying speed equal to your walking speed.
Yeah. So it just happens.
Yeah.
The only limitation is the 4 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
As soon as Thoradin, he's gonna kind of like run out of the shop, and he's just gonna start flying in the air and swinging for the belt.
Well, you got to wait an hour first. So you got to tune
Oh,
to
you
them.
guys tune. Oh.
You got to take an hour.
As soon as that hour happens, wherever he is, he's just gonna fly up and start swinging around in the air. I can fly.
And everyone's like,
Hell
"Yeah, so what, dickhead?" Because a lot of other people can fly as well in this city, unfortunately.
Wow, I gotta say it like that. Jeez.
You think you've never flown before?
Yeah, it's the first time ever.
It's like your Peter Pan moment, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's a Thursday for us.
God
We're just popping off to work. What are you doing in the air?
Yeah.
Yeah, stay out of the road.
Oh, dear.
But yes, is that all the shopping everyone wishes to accomplish? Is there anything else people wish to peruse, pilfer, purchase in this time? No?
I'm all done.
Oh, I just wanted to get an extra healing potion, but that can be more of a.
Yeah, these healing potions are how
I
much
think
they
they're
cost.
50 gold, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's in, 50 gold.
Oh, lol. I can't afford them with what's currently on me, so I'd need to go back to Thoradin for that.
We could say you do that. That's absolutely fine.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah.
You get two of them if you want.
No, I'll just get one.
Cool. So you have a potion of healing. That's absolutely fine. Cool. So what? So now you've spent to your heart's content. What would you like to do in the city now? You've probably spent a good 2 hours of shopping to get your bit attuned and to get your armor sized up and fitted and peruse and everything, get all that sorted. So
We
we've
need to
done
go
about
talk to
2
the
hours.
priest, don't we?
I guess priest and then head out.
Okay, so you head to the church and you try and make an appointment with Euphemia. Fortunately for you guys, Euphemia has got a slot open to make for you guys, basically, just in case you were around. And you only about 10 minutes of just walking the halls, the library, just to get to her office, and you think, damn, why isn't there a better way to get here? It just always takes so long. But yes, you do eventually get to her office, and she greets you, and it's like, it is the Justice Collective. Well, how wonderful it is to see you all. How's your travels been? Do I hear a rumor you handed in some bounty?
Unexpectedly violent pretty much sums it up.
Interesting. Exciting? None of you too hurt, I hope.
We're okay, but it wasn't a fun one. Let's just say it was a little brutal. What went into it? We now think it's more of a problem. So we're going to have to head back out and deal with a little bit more of the issue before we can come back. So we may miss or be a little bit late for our appointment.
I see. Yes, that's still a few days away to completion. Anyway, I'm afraid. So,
It's probably going to take us a couple of days to get there, a couple of days to investigate, and a couple of days to get back. Assuming
Okay.
everything goes to plan. So that's at least 6 days.
Yeah, it's good to know. I shall endeavour to have it ready just in case. I believe I think it's 2 days left. I believe maybe 3, just to get things finalised. Is there any particular colours that you may wish I could potentially get a start on decoration for you, or if you minded, or not? That's absolutely fine.
Bit
You
of
should
red would be nice. The color
bit of
of
red.
justice.
Sure. I
You don't.
don't really have a preference.
That's absolutely fine. You should. The holders of the key should be able to manipulate the rooms somewhat.
Get a
Um,
key each.
no,
Is it just
I'm
one?
afraid it's the one key, but it can be configured in such a way that only the holders are able to enter, or
So
only. So you could have to all be, so you'll all have to be joined together somehow to enter. If one person were to leave, you all leave at the same time, and minor details like that. Otherwise, it could be difficult for you. If you're and there's a small ritual you'll need to do if you wanted to add new people in to be counted as key holders as
So
well.
only we could use it, but there's only one key, and you have to keep passing it around, or hold
But
hands.
yes, pretty much. That's unfortunately the spells that was used to create the is mainly there as a way, as mainly one person was predominantly designed to use it, as archpriests, high priests, and some of the capital priests do actually have access to him as well. And so it's generally as a transition period of removing all your pieces out while the new one comes in, and it's, the way it goes.
I'm more than willing to look after this key. No one else wants to.
Sure.
I was actually going to suggest you're probably the best person to look after this key. No offense, but Krusk's first decoration recommendation was red. Thoradin will just make it into a gym.
Training.
Nadia also is a reasonable person to hold it, and I don't care either.
Pretty good summary there.
When it's ready, then I'll more than happy to look after it.
Yes, we'll when you first arrive, when you come back, we'll have a setting up session, shall we? Just to confirm everything is how will work as we expect, and I can let you go on your journey, and I'll take you to Gletical Town as well when you're back, as we agreed. The best of luck on your travels. I do hope to see you all again.
Would be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, we're hoping we're going to come back to. We wouldn't do this unless we thought we were the people to do this.
Understandable.
Fingers crossed, you're not going to hear about demon problems anymore. So,
Oh, you're doing that. Oh, okay. Have they provided you with a sending stone just in case? And they have. Just whoever wants to
yeah,
have it
yeah.
can.
Okay.
Just in case.
Well, wonderful. Well, in the worst case scenario, I'm sure we can try to assist you if necessary. It's a bit difficult to try and pinpoint your location with a sending stone, so there might be a potential for a mishap on our end. So I can certainly try to aid you if we can, if you do call for help, or
I
you
mean,
do
it's
tell
a
us the
2-day
location.
trip.
That's very kind. Thank you. But hopefully we won't need it, because we're all very capable people. Turns around to the rest of the group.
You sound super sure about that, Terry.
I think we're going to do great hunting down the demon portal. Because we always do great and everything goes to plan.
I'm starting to get the feeling you're not quite being sincere about that.
I'm the most sincere you've ever seen me. Okay, it's been lovely chatting to you. We're going to go now because there's not a lot of time and we want to get back for our pretty new house thing, right?
So, yep, so you have to leave. Some of us faster to leave than it did coming in.
I reckon they do something to the corridors in here. There's definitely more building in here than there should be.
It feels bigger on the inside.
It's definitely bigger on the inside. How long does it take us to get to that room? Like 10 minutes? I could walk around that building in 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, it discomforts me. This place. I don't like
This is why
places
you're
I
not
can't
made.
memorize halls or doors or rooms.
Yeah, I wonder if you turn left instead of right, you get to somewhere different, other than the obvious.
Okay, I don't like it. We have to go. Bye. Bye.
Well, you're not going to try out.
Nope. Makes me uncomfortable. I'm out.
Just in case you end up
Mm-mm.
in a different city.
It was bad enough opening a door and ending up in a church in hell. That I'm good with. I'm done.
If you open the right door, you'll end up back in Azith City.
Nope. Nope.
So you leave the temple, and you. I assume you could leave straight away. Is there anything else you want to do apart from get your normal provisions that you would potentially get for your travels?
I think so.
It's absolutely fine. Okay.
Check the horse. Threaten to make Thoradin walk before letting him in the cart because he keeps being mean to the horse.
Other than just say sorry to the horse and we can move on.
No, never happening.
Yeah. And you head out that day. So you probably leave. So you probably leave around after midday on the day of leaving. We'll say about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you'll get an easy 4 hours of cart riding before considering you can go further if you wanted to. You could go shorter if you wanted to. It's up to you. Do you want to just go the normal ways?
Well, we can, for the first time since we got the bastard things, actually travel at top speed using the enchanted horseshoes.
True. You better
So,
go.
so our 4 hours are going to be a very productive 4 hours.
I think that's worth doing.
Gonna put out your senses, Talari. Send out some feelers, whatever it is that you do.
I can certainly try.
Worth
On the off
doing.
chances around here.
Right, I will.
Biggest indicator.
She will cast. So it's detect.
Locate creature.
That's the one. So I can do.
What
There we go.
is the creature you're trying to locate?
I think the only thing we can really do is just. I mean, well, we've got two choices here. We can either say demon or we can say null.
Demon.
Demon.
Problem is if demon's too vague.
Well, there is a race. I don't know. I think try demon first.
Okay. I've got. I mean, okay. All right. I'll try demon. Who am I saying that to? I'll cast locate creature specifically for a demon.
Matt's got the calculation face on.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Wait,
just trying to consider whether it's demon.
If it's too.
I might have to push for actual creature name. So like Erinier,
Yeah.
Rock, Null. Demon is a bit too.
it has to be.
Because even an Erinier is a devil, not a demon.
Right.
Okay.
What do we think would be near a
And a Canloth is a Yugoloth. I mean, you have the basically the fiend book from the mercenaries that they shared with you. So you do have like the lexicon of fiends available to you.
But even that's not going to help too much.
Well,
really.
I was going to say that weird fox thing. Can we find that? Because there's a good chance being that it just poofed.
This you could it's this. So there's things you've seen. There's Null, Shusaver, Arcanoloth, Erinier.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go. I would probably potentially allow the species. So Yugoloth, Devil.
But then demon's one of those. That's the problem.
Demon is.
That's the thing, because demons are technically a subtype of fiends.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So if you,
But if you go, but that's where an Erinier, the ones you faced aren't necessarily demons.
I'm actually thinking whether a rock might be a good shot, because they use the rock as kind of like a companion. I'm thinking like as protection, so they would, if they've got like rocks under servitude, they may use a rock to guard the circle.
That is true. They were kind of using the rocks as sniffer dogs.
And you would use a guard dog.
So if they're going to try search out for the bodies we left, because the sisters didn't come back, sniffer dogs.
Yeah.
That could also work. Yeah.
I was also thinking maybe Eriniers, but I don't know if that's likely to have another more than them on the.
Yeah, the thing is, we don't know if that's like specific to them or.
Mm.
And remember, this only works if it's on our plane, so you can't. Obviously, yes, in hell there could be loads of them, but is there one necessarily here?
Yeah, don't forget the one who could be looking could be Daddy Lucifer, who's a greater lesser demon, which is just basically a regular demon. Sorry.
Can I search for a lesser greater demon?
All right, Doc's a good shout then. Hopefully.
Yeah, because either that, like I said, either that or Knowles, like just still, because we can't have killed all of them.
I think Knowles is very specific to maybe that guy. I doubt. I mean, they didn't come with any Knowles, did they? And they didn't summon any.
No, they didn't. And I
I
don't
think
really.
Rock's more likely.
And,
How
and
many spell slots you got?
3.
Yeah, fuck it. Do the.
Well, 3, 5, 6, 7 technically.
Yeah, come
Assuming I can, because I can cast it in higher level slots in theory,
Yeah.
even though they're
You'll
not
be
in there.
Yeah, you just get the
fine.
same effect in this case.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with the first option. Let's go Vrock to begin with. See what that pulls. So I'll do a locate creature on a Vrock because that's more tangible.
The closest rock you can sense is not as close as you would expect it to be.
Right.
It is across a large ocean. No, so that would no. So you don't feel any rocks.
Yeah.
So yeah, because across large bodies of water
Mhm.
they don't appear.
No, that's fine.
So you don't sense any rocks.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember. I'm
Interesting.
trying to remember the march pattern. Because if I remember,
Have a look in the book. What does the book
Uh,
say? Do they have a
because
specific...
tell you
I'm
what.
pretty sure they were like this.
Why don't we go back to where we finished them off,
That's the blue line.
and we'll go track from there, because we
Yeah,
knew they came
that is where
from
we're
the.
going. I thought that was the plan.
No. As in, before you spend any more effort,
Yeah.
Talari, trying
Yeah.
to locate any other creature, let's
Yeah.
just carry on going there,
Yeah.
and we'll do it via tracks.
Yeah.
Why not? I
instead.
mean, if we're traveling anyway, he might as well do it, right? Because it could be off to like the right or something.
And we could be ambushed in the middle of the night.
Mm.
Yeah.
I once a day. Let's try it with a different creature.
Okay.
Once a day. We can do twice a day, I think. Right?
Yeah, could probably get away with that.
Might
You're
as well.
really
Once a
gonna
day
burn-
is
Because
like
I've got so
2 more
so
costs.
it's a level 4 slot. I got 3 4s, 2 5s, and a 6. So technically, yes, I could do it 6 times. I don't advise it.
No, don't do
But,
that, mate. I think.
But
I
out
think
of my
2 a day
3
is fine.
slots, I could probably get away with 2.
Okay, so we need one more guess for today.
Yeah.
Do
And
you,
sorry, yeah.
if we just look in the book, Matt, is there anything which they describe as like, yes, they like using these guys as like their guardians of their gates?
Not really.
So the book, just remind me, the book. I know it was about demon. Is it about demons or is it about fiends?
Fiends.
Fiends in general. And what?
It's basically their non Book of Whole equivalent.
Yeah.
But it has a larger lexicon.
What books does it cover? Did we decide?
It's all fiends.
Every fiend. Okay. Fuck.
Every fiend.
Well, just thinking about
That's
this,
114 fiends.
those 2 creatures, can we find those in this book? Because those appeared summoned. They would be aware that we were fighting the Erinnyes, and they would be aware that she was losing.
Which creature,
The
sorry?
problem is with the
2 she
They
summoned.
can't laugh in the armor night.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
the
So
problem
if anyone's going to possibly come back for her, it could be them.
the
I don't
problem
think they can just get back. Sorry, go.
so the thing with those is they are summoned beings. So something has to be here to summon them in theory.
No, not necessarily, because she summoned them from hell, I would assume. But they might, after being destroyed, decide to come back here
That's under the
to then search for her.
yeah,
I
but
think they would just come back on their own because I think they only.
No,
came
they
because-
won't be. I'm not saying they'll be on their own, but
Yeah.
I'm saying they might come back to track her down, because they would have been the ones to see where she last was.
my issue with that
Yeah,
is I
some
don't
say-
think they're tangible. I think they're about as living as Thoradin's berserkers. I don't think they exist as a physical thing. I think they were just spirits in a gem that she was. Because otherwise, why don't they all come that way? They have to use circles to get here if they want to bring their bodies. Otherwise,
Cantrips are kind of smart and sneaky though, so it would be a good candidate for something on this plane.
They are certainly looking at the book. You can certainly gauge that they could be They could be capable of casting plane shift.
Arcana lifts.
Like on Loths, yeah.
I reckon try that one. That's my vote.
that's for the second one. I was going to just go for a straight up null for the second one.
I really don't think they'll do nulls. I don't know. They're not exactly like independent thinkers, are they?
I mean,
want something
Nadia,
like smart.
Thoradin, do you have any ideas?
You can what if yourself to death, make a decision.
Well, the thing is, we have got a
Pretty good.
limit. We do have a limited number of these, so you know.
We absolutely have a limited number of these. We're also not reliant on them.
No, but we're not
I'll flip
also.
a coin.
But we're also not necessarily going to be able to track them either. It's been more than a day since they last left their tracks. There's no suggesting that they're still there, nor their scent. So magic is just as good as a plan as hunting.
I'm not saying it's a bad plan. I'm saying that you're going to have to make a decision because at the moment you haven't cast a spell.
Cost.
Well, we have got all day on the wagon to think of it. So
Exactly.
It's not like there's a rush.
Yes, but if you lot spend all day talking about this, I'm going to go absolutely bonkers.
Okay. You would have just been sitting in the wagon anyway.
Correction,
Not like
she
we'll
will
see any
be
time.
driving the wagon.
That is true. That is
I
true. yeah.
reckon we
Right,
shortlist
well,
it
it's
to
up you.
two creatures. I'll flip a coin.
Okay, we've
Okay,
got Arcanloth as one
Nolan
option.
Arcanoloth.
We
Flip the
could just do
coin.
those two options if there's. Or Thoradin, I think you should vote. You should vote Arcanloth with me, and then we'll have the majority.
Oh my god, the coin would have worked.
What?
Just do the coin. Heads for Arcanoloth,
Arcanoloth,
tails for
tails
no.
no.
Wait, can I call it heads for Arcanloth?
No,
Yeah,
let
yeah.
Thoradin just flip the damn coin.
Wait, did you say heads for Arcanloth?
Yes.
All right, good. Yeah, good.
It's heads.
Yes, always
Good.
bet on heads.
Do the Arcanoloth.
Okay, fine, very well.
Praise
So
God.
I assume we would have been arguing discussing this for a fair amount of time. So probably
Oh,
at
well,
least
depends-
almost an hour, I'd say.
okay, that's fine. I just so they're sort of further away from the thing, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
I'll move it down a little bit.
And yeah, I'll cast it then again. This time for an Arcanoloth.
The closest I can off to you feel is in this vicinity.
Okay.
always bet on heads, guys.
Have we got a
Wow.
free hand? Here we go. Let's see, there-ish.
So if Sunny doesn't know the distance, does that mean it's over a mile? Is it?
Yeah, if you don't know the exact location, it's their location. As long as they're not
within
beyond
a thousand
body
feet.
water.
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
So
Okay, I
we-
need to
Wow.
work it, hang on.
So it's within 1,000 feet. So technically,
That
actually,
is.
it's about that.
Wow, it's only 0.2 miles.
Yeah,
No,
it's
so
not
it's
far.
not. It's not that far.
Yeah, actually, technically, I suppose it's just to cover. It's covering all of this, really. Bad drawing, but yeah,
All right.
that whole area. So the
Should
question
we
is, do we go over off the beaten path or follow the road around?
Well, there are roads, they just aren't as big.
I mean, Arcanaloth is smart, so it would be good to go find one and try and get some information. But they're also very sneaky, and it might just go invisible or something.
Well, it doesn't matter. The invisibility would make no difference, but this spell lasts for an hour. So now that I've got a hit, I'll at least keep it running for the hour to track movement.
Okay. Should we do another vote? Or flip a
So,
coin? Go on, sir.
why do we need to do another vote if we found an Arcanoloth?
Oh, we are happy to go after it then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it to, and because it's intelligent, we may be able to get it to talk.
Well, yeah. I mean, unless Nadia or Thoradin are opposed to the lead.
I can drive that way just as easily as I can drive this way.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. So you wish to go off the established main road and livy yourself up for the potential of curtailing to the farm paths.
Yep.
Cool. So you probably won't be able to go as fast as you have been on the farm paths, just because of the amount of turns you might need to do suddenly, left, right, centers and stuff. Unless, you could actually, to be fair, if Turi or Thoradin were above you, they could probably guide you in a direction potentially, depending on how you guys wanted to do it.
Oh, can we do some flying training? Me and Turi,
Yeah, I'll
just
just
to get used to the
get up
movement.
a little bit higher. I'll hold Thoradin's hand and just kind of guide him a little bit. So you've got to get used to it because that you try to go, they go. So you'll lose balance if you don't lean into it a little bit.
So you're able to basically fly a bit in front of the Nadia and guiding the horse, and able basically you're able to if you are on the road, Nadia better to basically go at speed to keep up, which is
She's
absolutely
getting
fine.
pretty good at driving this car. She's had enough practice.
Yeah, some of the turns are tight, but it's certainly doable with your
To
capabilities.
be fair, if we're going to try going at speed down a narrow road, she'll probably not sit behind it on the cart and just ride the horse. Get a better vantage point that way. It's a genuine method of steering.
Yeah, I don't deny it. It just sounds like funny at the same time.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? But yes, you don't necessarily need a driver for a coach if one of the horses has a rider.
I suppose it's easier as well because there's only the one horse as well. Like the ones where they're carried by two
Oh,
horses.
yeah,
I
I'm
suppose
not
you
trying
could.
to keep control of a team because trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
turn a team in line is really difficult.
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
But they used to do like 4 or 6 horses with like 2 riders, one on the front pair, one on the back pair, and just well trained horses, and you can just go like that. You didn't need any reins.
Not know that.
There you go. Now you know
Fun
something.
fact.
Now you know something.
The more you know.
We
I
know.
know random shit. While she's driving, Nadia's keeping an eye out for like river or stream or something similar.
You have irrigation paths, so there is water around.
It's like clocking where they are while we're moving, so that when we stop, she'll know where to find one.
Yeah, there are irrigation points, and like some springs. They are quite nicely signposted to that because even workers will need to find water to quench their thirst if they're working in the hot sun. But yeah, so to going at speed, how long do you want to ride? So you say you've gone down for about an hour, and then you're going into the farmland. How long do you want to go for? Do you want to go for as long as the horse can go, which is probably about 6 hours? Or do you want to stop
If
earlier?
we're zooming along, we're gonna need the light. Otherwise, I'm gonna crash us into a hedge.
After
So I
about an
can't see well.
hour, me and Thoradin will probably come down and I'll just say, look, we've used about an hour now. We'll probably just give him a little break and we can go use another hour later.
So yeah, so we'll say you about it's about 4 hours of good riding. You're able to get, and you get
So the
to
question.
about.
So even after that that hour, did that change our search area in any way?
You're still heading. So I'd say where I've just drawn that square is where you probably look to camp for the night.
Right.
And it's basically you're able to line yourselves up to basically head as much in the straight direction as you're sensing as possible.
Okay. But it didn't deviate. That's basically it's still in
Yeah,
in this
for the hour
general.
it stayed.
Cool. That's fine.
Yes,
Alright.
for thinking back, it also is kind of feels like a similar area to where you felt the gnolls were camping before.
Cool.
Like it's a similar like triangle like crossover point. It's a similar type of thing.
Awesome.
That's absolutely fine. So yes, I say you get around there before you start to lose the light and it gets dangerous potentially or unwise to travel further, and you're able to set up camp. You don't have your friends there, unfortunately. Just take them out.
Method would have been good conversation.
Yeah, you have the evening to yourselves. Certainly further away from the road, the paths are wilder. You certainly see more aspects of people aren't taking care of these routes as much. They're certainly passable still, but you start to see like weeds crop up more. In the distance, you actually see beginnings of like a forest start to actually build up. As the further you're going, like if you stay in your general direction you're trying to go in, you start to see like a forest start to happen in the distance. But you're currently still in definitely like the curated farmland that you're in.
Cool.
Nadia's going to do her usual deal of sorting out the horse, and then she's going to take her new bow and head off with purpose, and come back sometime later. She's going looking for A, red clay, and B, like a rabbit or something to shoot. I don't know how long you reckon it will take her to find both of those things, Matt.
Clay is certainly available in the area, because the earth is toiled regularly, so it's kind of quite close to the surface.
Well, she was looking for water courses because you can often find it in like the overhanging banks of rivers where it's been worn away.
Yeah, it's certainly available because of the toiled earth generally keeps that stuff fresh. And yeah, we'll say about half an hour or so to get the amount you need.
Comes back in half an hour with a dead rabbit and a handful of red clay.
And have it over with another rabbit.
If I teleport from here, can I get back, or does the circle go away straight away?
Oh, it goes.
Yeah, it disappears.
It goes straight away.
You'd have to remember where we are and hope for the best. Oh no, wait. This is teleportation circle.
Yeah,
you've done.
circle,
Yeah, it's gone. You have to spend your normal time traveling back.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. So, when we find this Arcanoloth, I assume the plan here is to, rather than kill it, stares at Thoradin. I suppose we should capture and interrogate to find where this circle is.
We need to be able to communicate with it.
They talk.
To be able to find out the information, and it is a magical being. I'm a little bit uneasy about letting it talk.
Didn't the other one speak into our heads? I'm pretty sure.
The other ones did, but I don't know if this one does.
No,
this one did.
From the notes.
Well, and I'm pretty much in the combat. I'm pretty sure when we hit it or when it shot the lightning, it kind of said something as well.
Okay, so if it can talk in our heads, then we just need to make sure its mouth is bound, its arms are bound, its legs are bound. We hog tie it.
Yeah.
And we can always zone of truth it as well.
Does that work with mental communication?
I don't know. Worth a try.
I
suppose technically it says it can't speak a deliberate lie.
Yeah.
In the spell.
I cannot imagine it will matter. If it's some kind of fiend, I'm sure it will want to make some kind of deal. Information for something else.
Maybe even its life. It might not want us killing it.
I mean, it's seen Thoradin kill it before, if it's the same one, or if it's something similar.
Well, I was thinking more if Nadia hits it with her axe, and it will just actually be disintegrated.
Also true.
A very real possibility. It does disintegrate things.
It's pretty
I
good.
get the killing blow.
Okay.
We're not killing it, Thoradin. We literally just.
Okay.
If it's a summon,
it comes to that,
pop anyway.
Yeah, if it is, yeah, exactly. So if it's summoned, it'll poof and be back in the hells.
Yeah, so we couldn't then even revive it if we wanted to. So it's best to not kill it.
No killing Thoradin. No killing.
If it comes to it,
no,
it'll
it
be
won't come to
my
it.
blade.
it won't come to it, Thoradin. We're just gonna talk.
But what happens after the talking? It's a loose end, surely. You can't just let it live.
Depends on the deal next to us.
I mean, if it doesn't, if it chooses not to answer our questions and proves to be very stubborn, then one less demon to worry about.
But you can't kill it anyway, then, Thoradin, because we need Nadia to kill it, so it actually is permanently killed.
Well,
That'd be a good experiment, though.
It doesn't work every time. I don't actually have much control over the. It just sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like they can resist it and sometimes it works.
Okay, well, just hit it a few times, and then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's no
Poof.
difference if Thoradin killed it. Yeah.
Pretty much.
But Thoradin, you can't kill it in either situation.
Wow.
Well,
Why you
can-
gotta
you
kill
can-
the fun like
Well,
that?
you can injure it. You know,
I'm gonna
Thoradin,
put a
you'd-
hand
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Thoradin's shoulder and I'm just gonna say, you're gonna just need to hold back just a little bit today or tomorrow, whenever we deal with this thing. And
Okay.
then if we have to deal with a bunch of demons while we're trying to destroy the teleportation circle, you can have at it.
Sweet, sweet.
You can always hunt a bear or something if your bloodlust is up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I need to kill something.
The bear's got to be beneath Thoradin by now. He's killed dragons, demons. You know, he's just a bear.
it's a bear in the woods.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes you get an itch. You need to
Just
scratch,
goes
the-
and-
scratch
goes
the
and,
itch
like,
sometimes.
crushes,
the
crushes like
hunt.
a rabbit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have gone with Nadia. You could have gone hunting.
That's true, yeah.
Here, take my bow.
You can wrestle over if you want.
Oh my god.
That's a
That's
bit
that's a bit of a size difference there going on.
Yeah. Oh, we could just
Yeah.
sit on him. Also, Tiri, don't give Thoradin your bow. It doesn't have the strength for Thoradin to draw your
Yeah.
bow. He'll just snap it in half.
Yeah.
And you won't have a bow anymore.
Metal
I already
hands.
had that with Krusk, so good point.
Let-
Yeah,
I'll never forget that day. This was my favorite bow.
Oh.
That was hilarious.
Broke her favourite bow.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, don't let Thoradin draw it. He'll definitely just snap it.
No, that's fair. Good point. If you go hunting with your bare hands,
His lead
Mm.
hands.
It's
That's still
your-
cursed, and we don't know what they're doing.
your lead
Are they look like
hands.
leather?
I thought the lead was the actual curse. It must be pretty horrible having lead hands.
I don't know. Thoradin seems to like it.
Are you okay, Broden? Can you even feel anything through those? Like,
What?
Yeah?
Do you feel like your face and can you feel it?
You
I think
have
can I
like
poke his
touch,
hands? Like, do
jet, I guess.
you feel that?
It was
I've
like
still got
clank.
my sen. Yeah.
Okay.
Still
you
got
say so.
senses though.
Okay, so it's not like a Full Metal Alchemist situation where you can't actually like
Feeling.
feel anything. You can still use it, but you can't
Can't
feel
still-
through it. No, well, the whole point of the Full Metal
Yeah.
Alchemist thing is his arm is replaced with a metal arm, and he
Alright.
can't feel through it. Like he obviously feels resistance, but like you'll never feel the touch of something.
Yeah, it's not a prosthetic.
Like you're not going to tell how rough something is or smooth something is. You won't feel it on your fingers. The
No,
question is
that's
if
not the
what
case.
is that not the case here? Okay.
It's not a prosthetic. It's his hand, but it's lead.
Hmm.
So it's cold to the touch. Makes like ding when you hear it. You can imagine if he started to eat with his hands, maybe that could cause poisonous problems. But if you eat
Quite
with
a
a
serious
knife
problem,
before,
actually. Lead
That's to
poison's
eat
no
with a
joke.
knife and fork all the time.
Ah,
And never eat with your hands again.
you scoop.
yeah, I'm not sure how he's gonna counteract that. I don't know. Just eat straight from the
Cutlery.
plate.
Cutlery, like
I have-
oh yeah, or just like
Yeah.
lift the
Did we have
plate and
cutlery
just.
back then?
Oh yeah, of course,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
They were savages, okay.
The only thing is they'd be probably made out of wood. Like there's a good chance of it, or maybe they're probably iron actually in this setting, right?
Yeah, iron.
I think I've allowed to have stainless steel in this setting. To be fair.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough,
Like
fair
you
enough.
can make an alloy and hammer it into shape. That wouldn't be a problem.
So yeah, then you're fine then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just be more,
If
bit
they
more
co-
civilized.
Always have to
Then they've
carry
got
it.
a personalized cutlery set.
But you just have to carry it with you all the time, like while you're out. You know. You know.
Yeah, it's like generally speaking, in those times you would have your own cutlery set. You'd have your own tankard and stuff. Generally speaking, anyway.
If you were a
True.
Scotsman, you'd have a. Oh, I can't remember what the little knife's called. Anyway,
Most
you'd have a
people-
little knife that you carry around and
Most
use.
people would have a knife that they just used for random everyday tasks, including
Yeah.
eating. It wasn't very sanitary.
Well, there you go then. So at least you
Yeah.
get around the self poisoning.
Heavy metal poisoning.
Yeah. Well, they're actually saying that you are resistant to poison. poison damage, but yeah, but so it helps.
I'm immune.
Don't want to take a chance. Yeah.
So Thoradin can feed Turi then, so you're alright.
Great.
Thoradin, what are you going to do after if you do your goal of killing Bane? What's your plans for after?
I haven't thought that far.
Oh, okay.
Settle down, make a family,
Probably
have my own farm.
Try a round with us. Maintain the Justice Collective.
If we're still going,
Yeah.
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 Well, who knows? You've all got your own goals.
No. My goal is the Justice Collective.
Have you considered that, given that Talari is going to have a baby at that point, we hope.
Is she?
That's my plan.
Well, that's the
that's the whole
plan.
reason for
Yeah.
being here.
That's why I'm here, Krusk.
That's the whole reason for
She
being
wants her
here.
baby back.
She wants her
Yeah.
baby back. If he's
Oh,
going to have a
fuck,
baby,
Krusk, come
Thoradin
on.
apparently wants to settle down and raise very small Thoradins, which is frankly slightly terrifying. You might want to start thinking of something other than Justice Collective for what you want to do with your future.
I mean, if you guys leave, I mean, I'm going to carry on with the Justice Collective. I think what we do is important. Obviously, I'll be sad if you all go, but I'm not going to give up on it.
Age will catch up to you one day, Krusk.
You'll eventually have to
Your strength
settle
will
down,
go.
Krusk. At some
No.
point, you're not getting any younger. None of us are.
That's how time
Says the
works.
two.
I mean,
Says the
I'm
200-year-old.
200 years old.
We can make a mini Justice Collective. with all
Well,
the kids.
The family life isn't for me. I'm planning on.
If you
sticking
just
with the
mean you
Justice
want to
Collective.
carry on like traveling around trying to do good shit, that's fine. But traveling around specifically with us might not actually happen.
It's gonna be a sad day, guys. I'm sad. I'm sad that you're all thinking of leaving. Can't
Well,
believe it.
Look, Krusk, none of us are leaving now. We're all, everything's great. But eventually, everyone has to settle down sometime. Even you, even me.
We can all
Even
travel around together.
I'm just gonna put a hand on Krusk's shoulder. I'm just gonna be like, look, I'm pretty spry, so I'll be here for a while. Don't worry.
Gus still looks like kind of sad, but he was kind of like nod, like, okay.
Krusk, don't think about the future too much. Live in the moment. Come on, enjoy the time we have now.
He's right. You can't focus too much on what hasn't happened yet.
I am enjoying the time we have now. That's why I'm sad about the future.
Guys, didn't you make a promise to go back to Lyra Heights?
Sorry.
Didn't you make a promise to go back to Lyra Heights?
Yes. Yep. I will be going back there at some point. There are a few things I need to do, but I won't ask you guys to come on those missions
Ooh.
with me. They are. I understand it's not your fight, but I'm gonna go to Certa's Deep as well.
I have a couple of loose ends as well.
Mm.
All things that we can do at a later date, but I am not going to leave the Justice Collective anytime soon. Settling down sounds pretty nice, but I don't really know how to do it.
Not that
Put your
difficult.
feet
You
up.
find somewhere you want to stay and you stay.
Yeah, it won't be permanent.
I stayed
However
in the
many-
same place for 200 years. I think I'm okay.
You have to find somewhere you want to stay. That's
Oh,
the trick. It's the
yeah,
want
right.
that's the important part.
I think I'm still looking for that. Hey, Krusk, maybe we can find a temple.
Find or found? Did you say?
Well, no, maybe Temple of Bahamut. Maybe we can find a temple, JC temple.
Oh my god.
To be honest, I was kind of interested in maybe creating like
So-
my own oath or
So
something. in the future.
so you're basically trying to form a cult.
Whoa, no, not a cult. A group.
Hey, it's all I know.
Collective. A collective.
Sounds
That
a
is
lot
the
like a
argument
cult.
You think it is?
No. I'm joking. I'm joking.
You could join the police force. Be the captain of the police force.
The police are corrupt. They tried to arrest us in Tear Town. They're too easily corruptible.
Well, there you go. You
Make
can
your
be the
own.
one to uncorrupt them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this is the wider goal of what I hope will be the JC in the future to go around doing this sort of thing.
Wait, sorry, the JC are now going to become like a massive policing force. Is that your plan?
I mean, if you guys are leaving, I'm gonna have to recruit. Yeah, I'll need to expand the group. You know, like the who is it? The Helm people. It's like a
Helm.
big group of them, isn't it?
Mercenaries. So we'd be
Yeah.
mercenaries.
No,
No.
mercenaries,
Not
no.
mercenaries.
We won't take payment,
Aren't
but
we?
as in the same idea. We'll have a big group or an organization following a set of principles. This is part of the reason I'm going to Bahamut to help kind of, hash out what those principles should be.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys never heard of
Okay.
Templar Knights?
Nice idea.
It's a lovely idea, Krusk, and I'm sure I will be around to see it. Probably.
Sounds like a cult.
It's a little bit culty. I would know. It's very
Religious order
culty.
isn't a cult, I'm pretty certain.
Cult is such a negative word. Why can't it just be a group?
You can have a religious group that isn't a cult, you know.
It's not even going to be religious. It's just a group.
I mean, Krusk, you're asking Bahamut to help you set it up. I think it's a little bit religious.
No, Bahamut is to help me with my thinking. It's
What's he
not.
gonna
it's
do?
not
He's
to
not
take
wanting
it
it.
myself.
Oh, okay.
Right, I see.
It's about
Yeah.
your soul searching, right? Your
Yeah,
Oh, I-
exactly. Yeah.
I see.
It's a spiritual journey. Yeah.
That makes a bit more sense then.
I mean, if Bahamut wants to endorse it, I'm not going to say no. But
Okay,
It's-
okay,
it-
okay. Don't, no. We're not, no, no.
Hmm.
What's wrong with that?
Okay. If he wants to endorse it, that's fine. But Krusk, I think maybe just don't get your hopes too high on anyone endorsing your current plans. Maybe just do your best on what you would like to try,
Mhm.
and at the very least, if
don't need
everyone
the
else is off
endorsement of a god
settling
anyway.
down, I will be there to watch and support.
But
Perhaps.
we'll stay in touch, right? Like look around at everyone.
Yeah, we'll
Krusk,
have
I literally
meetups.
just told
Yeah,
you
we'll stay-
I'm
Oh no, I have
I'm not
no
leaving you.
doubt that you will, Turi, but like eyeballing everybody else. We're all gonna stay in touch, right?
Nadia sort of like shrugs and like, yeah, I guess.
I'm sure we can get sending stones.
No,
Nadia,
it's
Nadia,
something
you'd like that, right? 25 words every day from Krusk. That would be nice.
These kids
It'd
nowadays
be
and their sending
something.
stones. It's making people antisocial, I tell you.
It'll be our own little group chat. We can talk to each other
Oh my god.
across the world. Organise meetups
Oh,
now and again. You know.
whoa.
That sounds nice. We can have a
Yeah.
weekly chat where
Well,
we
for
just
you guys,
Yeah.
hang out
I
for a couple
yeah.
hours.
now that I
Sounds
can
really good,
teleport,
yeah.
I will put circles in each of your houses, and then that way we can all stay. in
No,
touch.
no.
Jokes
It's
And
supposed to be
I'll also
private.
I'll also need to stay in your house for a year to set up the circle.
jokes on you, Krusk. I don't have a house.
Yeah. Nadia's a nomad.
That is true. Yeah, but if she's gonna
I think
settle,
that-
I guess they just
No,
be having kids
settle
together.
with her
okay,
tribe.
Yeah,
Krusk,
keep moving.
Yeah.
Krusk,
Yeah.
me settling down involves a lot less permanent structures than most other people.
What is the if I inscribe the teleport circle on an object? How does that work? Is that like a little loophole? It doesn't work like that.
I don't think it.
Could you make a teleport rug?
Keeps moving.
Could work.
It says on the ground
I
specifically.
mean, I
in the
could just learn
What if the
teleport as well,
ground
I
is
guess.
moving?
yeah.
Because I would
Here's
allow
one of
you.
this.
I
What
would
if
allow
you do
you
it on a
guys to
ship?
Exactly, that's my point. Yeah, I think it would work. I would
Yeah.
I would allow it. It'd be
As long,
fun.
it says a
Yeah,
it says a
that's
10-foot diameter. So as long as it's a 10-foot diameter, then
Fairly large. Yeah.
I've just got
Alright.
the best image of Krusk trying to use the rug while it's rolled up.
Right.
Just like popping into existence, rolled into a rug, and just being like,
So no worries, Nadia. I can still teleport to you.
I'm not
Alright,
sure she's
Cross looks
appreciative
like
of
much
this fact.
happier now with the prospect of A, staying with everyone for a year to set up the teleport, and then B, looks to teleport.
he seems to
whenever
have agreed this with himself.
yeah, there's no way Talari's agreeing to any of that.
I'm just gonna put an
Talari's
arm
happy
around
to-
Krusk and while everyone's looking, just be like, just you don't worry. It's come on, Krusk, over to your tent.
Could That's true as well, yeah. It could be like a good birthday present.
Oh my.
Well, I'm looking forward to the epilogue now. This should be fun.
Krusk just has like no social sense whatsoever. It's great.
No.
Oh dear. Whatever will we do without Krusk, game? If
Just
question.
has no sense of social whatever at all. It's amazing.
Boundaries, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
No boundaries. At
Or
lea-
like, it's more that social cues, like he can't work out like where he ought to stop.
At least he's not asking everybody about who, what god they follow and what their parents were like and all that business like he used to do.
I actually miss doing that, but I think that was more.
He's
panning Krusk.
improved.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
getting better.
He's
It's getting
improved.
better. It's getting better.
He's a changed man now.
By Krusk 4.0, he'll have a full mannered sheet, like what to follow.
I've written this code of conduct. That's the thing.
He
Mm.
never.
Oh, I keep forgetting to write the
keep
damn
forgetting.
code of conduct.
He never got round to asking Nadia. He's like the one member of the party who would have just straight up told him.
Toby, I'm sure I've had conversations with everyone in the party, but to varying degrees of
Yeah.
resistance.
Well, that is a fun question we can ponder of Krusk next time on the Ascendant Lands.